Sure, I would do honestly.
Okay. Hello everyone. Please come up very quickly. I'm gonna try and do this fast. Hey, that light there at the back. But I'm gonna try and do this quick for you. I promised all of you that I'm going to provide you feedback as quick as I can get it around the Northern Cape Tvet College NSFAS issue. The CFO connected with me and gave me some feedback, the latest feedback. So if you know anybody at the Northern Cape Tvet College with the NSFAS issue, tag them, let them know we are live, and yes, then I'll share with you very quickly, and then you can continue to share the live. Okay. So Nance Luki. And please, if you haven't liked this page yet, make sure that you do. This is the official page for all the information around my responsibilities as a member of parliament. So click share and let somebody know. So we're just gonna wait for some of you to come up. Okay, I'm just gonna give it, and then you guys must now continue to share it. So here we go. As promised, for those of you that don't know what has happened, in the week, NSFAS has not paid student accommodation for students at the Northern Cape Tvet College, and they protested, and then they also burned. I think one of the offices or something like that. And then I came and did a live, and I promised that as soon as I'm able to speak to the CFO of NSFAS, then I'll come back and then I'll provide feedback. And so that's that feedback tonight. This is what I'm seeking to do now, as promised, and I hope it helps. I've received a message from the CFO, and I'm just gonna give you the info. So tag somebody. Tag iemand asseblief that you know wat die informatie moet kry. So the meeting was held The meeting was held between NSFAS, TYM, that is Training Young Minds. I have a big problem with that arrangement, but we'll talk about that another time. Training Young Minds is now the in-between person between NSFAS and the accommodation, whoever provides accommodation. And then the accommodation people has to pay this TYM. They have to pay them a fee, sort of like an admin fee, because they provide, they do the checks whether the accommodation is satisfies the requirements of NSFAS, etc. And so they facilitate that process, and then they get a fee from what NSFAS pays for the students. So it's a very tricky arrangement, but that's a discussion for another day. So the meeting was between NSFAS, TYM, the landlords, the Department of Higher Education and Training, and then also the SRC of the college. It was discovered that only 131 students had issues with their living allowances, and this is due to them not submitting lease agreements. So the one thing that has been discovered is that 131 students did not receive their living allowances, and that's because there was a problem with their lease agreement. So students has a lease agreement with NSFAS, and then payment is either made to them directly, or payment for allowances is made to the landlords. So they're saying that part of the issue is that 131 students had issues with their living allowances, but this was because they have not submitted lease agreements. So students, you also have responsibility. Make sure that you submit whatever it is that you need to submit so that you don't have issues. I try by all means to look at a situation fairly. If there is problems caused because of your negligence as students, you should take responsibility too. NSFAS should take responsibility. The Department of Higher Education and Training should take responsibility. Everyone should take responsibility for what they have done to cause whatever this issue is, okay? And so now in this instance, if you haven't received living allowances because you haven't submitted your lease agreements, it's wrong. As a student, make sure that you do it. Make 100% sure that you do whatever you got to do, so that when you complain, then you know you've done everything, and that you have basis for your complaint, okay? And then the rest of the students were receiving their living allowances without any difficulties. So out of all the students that had to receive living allowances, only 131 had difficulty receiving it, but that was due to lease agreements, okay? Then in terms of accommodation, so there's a difference between those students receiving living allowances and those dealing with the accommodation, I think. They say we've discovered that the college was erroneously classified as a metro by Training Young Minds. So what has happened is Training Young Minds has described wrongfully the status of the college as metro. They would know what that means, but clearly it is a difference in classification, and that's the fault of Training Young Minds, that middleman between NSFAS and the landlords. And they classified the college as a metro, and this affected them when it came to loading of registration data. The matter, however, is now resolved. It was resolved last week by the college, NSFAS and TYM. So now the college now has the proper classification. Okay. Okay, so that's also dealt with. So TYM needs to take responsibility for that. And then out of 511 students who reside at accredited accommodation, out of 511, 496 will be part of the next payment. So there's 511 students that has not been paid accommodation, and that's the reason why this whole saga happened. As the landlords didn't get their payment, so they kicked out the students. And it's 511 students. Out of that 511 students, 496 will be part of the next payment run. Okay? So 496, 15 are not funded. 15 out of that 511 are not funded. So if you know that you are occupying accommodation and you're not funded, and you're part of that 15, fat you out, Masagan. And then 82 was paid directly but did not pay the landlords. Now students, this is where you also are wrong, because some of you are paid directly. How it happens is NSFAS pays either the landlords or they pay the students directly, and the students is supposed to pay the landlords. Now some of you students are taking the money from NSFAS that you get paid for directly to pay the landlords, and then you don't pay the landlords. Then you join protests as if you are also affected. You are wrong. You are also wasting money, and you're not just wasting, you are stealing money from the taxpayer. And according to this report, 82 of you did that. Out of 511, 82 of you received money directly and you didn't pay your accommodation. Try for open. You are causing problems. Okay? That is theft. You are being dishonest, and it's wrong. So everyone here must take responsibility. And if this report is not correct, tell us. Tell me here on Facebook Live. Type it there. If you're a student and this information is not correct, type it. Okay? 82 were paid directly but did not pay the landlords, and the NSFAS is going to reach you and communicate with you. You're stoked. It's not your money. You're naughty. And then they've agreed that the college will create a technical team that will meet regularly to discuss any NSFAS and accommodation related matters affecting the college. This is now as their way forward. The technical team will be inclusive of the Landlords Association, NSFAS, servicing admin, and then SRC and college officials, so that you avoid the kind of things that has happened now. All right. So because there was lack of communication, there's now a technical team that will be started. And then the landlords now agreed not to evict students anymore, but they requested that the CEO make sure that there's early payment of accommodation, because now they need to catch up with the costs that they have. And I think the CEO has agreed with them. And then TYM will place a central person at the office to strengthen communication. The middleman will also have an office there. Okay. Eva, hoekom kan NSFAS nie 2 keer beurse gee? Hulle gee net vir 5 jaar. I have no idea, Eva, and for now that's not something that I'm gonna talk about, because I have no idea. That's my direct answer. I don't know why they don't do it twice, but if you mean twice for the same person, and the person has iemand het 'n beurs gekry en dan moet die persoon weer kry vir 'n beurs. Ek meen is die purpose van NSFAS is om studente te help, especially undergrads. So as jy nou, ek dink die logic sal wees, as ek jou nou reg verstaan, ek dink die logic sal wees dat as jy mos nou die een keer gekry het and then you have an undergrad, then you must try and see other ways of getting support for funding for something else, or maar imagine jy het nou klaar jou degree en dan 'n ander student wat nou matriek klaar gemaak het moet gesupport word, maar jy word vir die tweede maal gesupport. Doesn't make sense if that's what you're asking. Immediately that doesn't make sense for me. Nah? So please, let's be reasonable as well. So if that is what you're asking, even me, ek sal vir jou gesê dat nee go. 2 keer. Whereas die tweede keer wat jy nou kry, kan mos nou vir die eerste keer vir iemand gegee word. As hy is wat jy vra, as ek jou reg verstaan, hè? And then they've also agreed that TYM must stop the process of onboarding more students. So TYM is also a problem. Landlords were also assisted by NSFAS to check and confirm the number of students which they can claim and be successfully paid for. So there are students that are in accommodations that's not supposed to be there. And TYM is responsible for that. And so they are dealing with that, and I'm happy that the CEO and his team is now jumping on this thing, and they're trying to change NSFAS around. And we will be looking with keen interest, and we will do our best to provide oversight. But that is the feedback that I've received. I want to ask anyone that's a student there, if this report that I've received is not accurate, it's not the truth, please don't be afraid to say it here, and let us know. I gave some numbers that you can call and give information to if you don't want to do it on the live. So go to the previous lives and get those numbers again, and then send us the information. We will do our best to be transparent with you and to provide you with the necessary information that we can. Tag someone that is at the college and let them know about this information. I love you. I love South Africa. I love all South Africans, every race. The Patriotic Alliance, through my president, His Excellency Gayton McKenzie, has deployed us as MPs to serve all South Africans, and that's what we seek to do. We love our country. We love you. We want you to prosper, students, and we're going to do our very best to ensure that what is meant for you comes to you. And I want to thank the CEO of NSFAS. I want to thank the team of NSFAS for coming back to me, for giving me the necessary feedback, and I hope that we can build a strong working relationship, a transparent one, so that when you are wrong, I will call you out on your wrong. When I'm wrong, call me out on my wrong, but let us join hands together and make our country a better place, and serve our students and serve South Africans as best we can, and serve everyone that's part of this beautiful country of ours. I love you guys. I love all of you. God bless you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting the vision of the Patriotic Alliance, and thank you for loving our country. God bless you all. Muni Baizani in English. Don't be sad. Kukulukuku. Bye bye, Yella.
Sure, I would do ownership.